Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that Florian Plettenberg has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms talks are proceeding well as Arsenal edging closer to potential £60 million deal. The player is keen to join Gunners, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Germany international and Chelsea attacker Kai Havertz. Arsenal are really considering pushing ahead with a move for Chelsea's Kai Havertz, with the Gunners a more likely destination than Real Madrid, that's according to journalist Florian Plettenberg, who says that talks are proceeding well and Havertz is keen to join Mikel Arteta's side. The German forward has been heavily linked with a move away from Chelsea this summer, with Real Madrid known to be keen on him as a potential replacement for Karim Benzema. However, the Spanish giants don't want to match Chelsea's demands for the German international, and in the interim Arsenal have appeared as serious contenders for his signature. Plettenberg now reports that they are really considering the transfer as talks are proceeding well between all the parties involved. Havertz is believed to be keen to join Arsenal from Chelsea. An evaluation of £60 million has now been put on any possible transfer. A move to Arsenal is seen as more realistic than a move to Real Madrid at this moment in time, and the Gunners' hopes of pulling off the deal are also boosted by the fact that Bayern Munich, another of Havertz's long-term admirers, have no plans to enter the race for him. That gives Arteta and Edu a clear shot at getting him from Chelsea, and it seems, at least in Germany, they are confident it could happen. The second Arsenal news is that Bild has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm Man City captain Ilkay Gundogan rejects 2 offers as Arsenal receive transfer update, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Germany international and Manchester City midfielder Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan has reportedly rejected interest from former club Borussia Dortmund and Saudi Arabia, as the Manchester City captain continues to ponder his future. The 32-year-old maestro, who was instrumental throughout City's historic treble success, is out of contract at the Etihad Stadium at the end of the month. Still, City remain hopeful they can convince their captain Fantastic to remain on board on a short-term contract, but he is now thought to be seriously considering a move elsewhere. Arsenal and Barcelona are 2 of the main contenders in the race for his signature, and their hopes of landing the Germany international have now been bolstered by suggestions Gundogan has rejected interest from elsewhere. Bild are reporting that Borussia Dortmund have been shot down in their attempts to re-sign their former player. Gundogan won the Bundesliga title and DFB Pokal during 5 seasons at Signal Iduna Park, and also netted a penalty in the Champions League final defeat to Bayern Munich in 2013. BVB were thought to be keen on bringing Gundogan back to Germany following the club records sale of Jude Bellingham, who has now been unveiled as Real Madrid's marquee summer signing. The Athletic are also reporting that Gundogan won't be joining a club in Saudi Arabia amid strong interest from the Middle East. Clubs in the Saudi Pro League have been targeting big-name signings from Europe this summer, and Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kanté are among those to have joined Cristiano Ronaldo for huge financial rewards. But it appears Gundogan is keen to continue playing in Europe as he seeks to add more trophies and medals to his ever-growing collection. Mikel Arteta previously worked with Gundogan during his time at the Etihad, working as Pep Guardiola's assistant. However, any move could now be dependent on the future of Declan Rice, as Arsenal and Manchester City continue to jostle for his signature. If City pip Arsenal to a deal, then it's highly likely that Gundogan is off, which could open the door for Arsenal to pounce. Guardiola is desperate to keep Gundogan but knows the player could yet depart after 7 seasons at the Etihad Stadium. The third Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms Arsenal have spoken to multiple title winner about transfer. Manchester City are keen to find a solution, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Portugal international and Manchester City defender Joao Cancelo. Arsenal have reportedly had talks on the player side as they consider the potential transfer of Manchester City fullback Joao Cancelo. The Portugal international looks likely to be on the move this summer after losing his place in the Man City first team, whilst also having a slightly mixed spell on loan at Bayern Munich, according to Fabrizio Romano in his tweet. Cancelo is attracting interest from both Arsenal and Barcelona this summer, but it remains to be seen precisely what will happen with him. One thing seems clear, however, and that's that City want rid of the 29-year-old, as they seek to find a solution to this issue. Fabrizio Romano confirmed the following in his Twitter account. Manchester City want to find a solution for Joao Cancelo before the pre-season, as Portuguese fullback will be available on the market. Discussions will take place soon as the interest of Barcelona remains strong. Arsenal also had contacts on player side. Cancelo looks like he could be a fine signing for Arsenal, giving them a more attacking outlet at right back. Even if Ben White filled in well in that role in 2022-23, City might want to avoid losing another proven talent like this to a rival. However, following the success of both Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko at the Emirates Stadium in the season just gone, report, there has been a twist in Arsenal's pursuit of Declan Rice. Thursday the 15th of June 2023 10:15, UK, report, there has been a twist in Arsenal's pursuit of Declan Rice. Photo by James Williamson, AMA Getty Images. This is the news no Arsenal fan wanted to hear. For weeks we've been hearing how the Gunners are the favourites in the race to sign Declan Rice. But that could be about to change. Indeed, according to The Athletic, Manchester City are now pursuing their own move for the England international, and that presents a big twist in this race. ACF Fiorentina v West Ham United FC, UEFA Europa Conference League Final 2022-23. Photo by James Gill, Danehouse Getty Images. Make no mistake about it, Manchester City are the last team Arsenal would want to be competing with here. One of the richest clubs in the world and newly crowned champions of Europe. It is not going to be easy for Rice to reject a move to the Etihad this summer. With that being said though, Arsenal do still have some kind of edge potentially. It's been widely reported that Rice wants to stay in London, so that's a big tick in the Arsenal box, while the Gunners would be able to promise that Rice would start every week. While with Rodri and Calvin Phillips already competing for the holding midfield role at City, Rice may not play every single game if he joins the Premier League champions, Rice Liverpool. Photo by James Williamson, AMA Getty Images. This is a real test of Arsenal's mettle. It's the first time since they returned to the top table of European football that they face a transfer battle with a club that is, arguably, more appealing to a player, and this will be where Edu and Mikel Arteta earn their keep. This would be a huge coup for Arsenal if they can finalise this deal while facing competition from Manchester City, but it must be stressed just how difficult it is to beat City in a race for a player if they have their heart set on signing him. This could well turn into one of the transfer sagas of the summer, in our view, that could mean that City have the advantage here. Sadly for the Gunners, City have much greater financial might than the North London club, and if they want to blow Arsenal out of the water, there may be no counter-approach going in. While it's disappointing to hear that Arsenal could give up on Rice if a bidding war breaks out, it is an understandable stance. As much as City are the kings of the transfer market, they are also the kings of gamesmanship in this market. Indeed, on a number of occasions we've seen City use their own interest to force their rivals to overpay for a player. They did exactly that with both Fred and Harry Maguire when they moved to Manchester United, and Arsenal don't want to be drawn into that same trap. Do you know the Arsenal news on Arda Güler? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.